Hi guys, welcome back to part 3 of the torch, where I'm gonna do a tarot reading with my new cards. My iPad's okay, by the way. The wind was so crazy over there, so I went ahead and moved. We may go ahead and bring in one from the ancient ancestors. I forget what this deck is called. Ancient spirits, maybe? The deck that I've been using. I feel like I should put this a little closer. Not to fall off. And let's see here. Goodness. We've got the Goddess Tarot deck. Really excited about this. Okay, this table's kind of wibbly wobbly. Wibbly wobbly. As I am going to inspired to delve into Greek mythology even more. Because I've like touched the surface like I tend to do, and then the butterfly like swims through the airs of the air world. But definitely want to delve more into it. I've touched on it a little bit in my consciousness, because in astrology, asteroids and stuff are relative. Cosmos are relative to Greek mythology, and so, but I haven't done a good job embodying all these things. My mind's been super busy and out of balance. I haven't retained much, and I'm super interested right now, especially with this past weekend, this past eclipse. Vesta really coming through with me as I was reaching more towards where our sun was versus where all that action was going on in Capricorn. And so the Goddess Tarot, I went into the latest thing in Costa Mesa, and they have so many tarot decks right now. Oh my gosh, they have so much good stuff. And so it was really hard. Usually you can like fill it out, but I was filling everything. I had so much beautiful light energy in me. And I will be referring to the books. This is a regular tarot deck, but I will be referring to the books. And it came with a map with different readings, so it's going to be fun to explore. Oh wait, so it comes with a big book and a small book. Okay. Right on. I was gonna play with these a little bit this morning, and the cards that I needed came out, of course, so there was no need to. And then I got the Flower of Life cards, which are really pretty. And these are like oracle or descriptive ones that we'll be using to assist us. And then I also got, I love this so much. It came with one of those spread things as well. Spirit of the Oracle animal cards. Spirit of the Animal Oracle cards, sorry. I'm feeling very sleepy. Not like tired, like I want sleep, because that's just been weird lately. I've been, getting less sleep, eating less, basically on a liquid diet, and it's been a beautiful experience returning to my body and allowing more light to come in. And I'm super grateful for all the angels and guides and my higher self and the light beings that are assisting me on my path. It's been so rad. Look at the beautiful art on these, and they're huge. I'm super excited. Well, I opened it up to the Black Bear Guardian. I'm not sure if you guys know your spirit animal, but mine is, like, there's a technical way to go about it, like that I googled once, and mine is the bear. And I'm like, dang, that's kind of like, I guess it aligns with my North Node have Cancer at 29 degrees. And then I also have the true node at 0 Leo. But the mothering energy, the protective energy, and the lazy wanting to just hibernate. Like, no, I feel good. I guess I'll be in more of that relaxed state, more and more as, you know, present moment. So the black bear, I'll go ahead and start with that. I did bless these cards this morning when my message came through. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm kind of whispering. There's some guys working on an elevator. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Aww. It's so beautiful. Look at the art. Yeah, but there's something you can Google with your birthday and stuff, and it'll give you the spirit animal, the one I would choose. Well, I love all of them, God, and they're so prominent right now. But I love the otter a lot. They're so fun. Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and pray over the deck. I cleansed them with sage this morning from over there where they've been until they came home to me. Divine Spirit, source energy, light energy that provides life to everything on the planet. Thank you for these cards, oracle cards and tarot decks. Thank you for the assistance of my angels, guides, light beings, ancient ancestors of light. I ask that you protect this transmission and this circle from only light. And let me pull out the tourmaline and rose quartz. I wish you guys could see. I guess I need to. I don't know, guys. I'll get better with the things. We got tourmaline present to protect the circle, spirit, and source energy. And as well as the cat's eye, and we've got rose quartz. And I thank you, Spirit, for the insights, the guidance, the ability to fill into the body, the third eye, the light leading us, the present moment to connect to find that joy and happiness, and the releasing of the pressure to do. I speak a blessing over all who I'm connected to and all who will see this video, no matter what time and space, and that they, as male or female, embrace and balance both sides of their masculine and feminine. They would be rooted and grounded in love, and that they would question everything they've ever been taught from our old world society, so that they may connect back to the ancient wisdom in the light of this new world. Spirit, I ask for this reading that you give us a weekly reading for through me, for the collective, for whomever you feel. And I thank you, Spirit, for it. May you send your light, white energy, protective energy on all the light beings and energies I'm connected to. And may the light reach the sacred flame within each heart. Guys, I would love to know your thoughts on Vesta and what was the sacred flame that she was protecting. Alright, so these are kind of big, so I'm just going to shuffle them around like this. Spirit, I just asked for a card to incorporate in this reading for this message, for this week's torch. What is it we need to hear? With intention, may this video touch the hearts of everyone who watches it and washes through it and washes by it. May the light rise in them. It's beautiful. I removed them from their boxes because they're heavy to carry around. It's a beautiful color though. I brought the box because I wanted to tell you who the author was, and I'm not sure what I did with the book to this one. Is that a book? No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh yeah, that's The Flower of Life by Denise Jarvie. And our card is dun, 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 time. Ooh. Ooh. And on the bottom is light worker. So let's go ahead and do both. That's what I did for myself this morning. So maybe the higher self and the lower self, or however you want to see it. Usually the bottom of the deck is the subconscious. So time. You are a ray of light beyond time and space. When you choose to focus your attention upon the earth plane, you created a physical body to experience manifestation. Time is a way to measure manifestations, so you can fully appreciate the experience of the physical. In oneness, you are a ray of light. Awaken to your fullness, no longer limited by the perception that you are in dense form only. You are light immersed into creation, free to move through all planes of existence to a stillness of no time. Close your eyes and be fully present. Feel yourself in no time, one moment flowing to the next. A chain, a link that contains all you need to move to the next moment. Time becomes flexible. It pulses, it collapses, and expands, and all occurs simultaneously. In this elastic state, sorry guys. In this elastic state, new concepts, ideas, inventions, and alterations are readily available to you. The power of the alchemist. Such a beautiful reminder. Open your heart and feel. From this moment, no longer will you make fear. Instead, you will make love, and time will incrementally show you the manifestations of that love. In case you want a screenshot. It's beautiful. I did that manifestation. That's you. Let's go ahead and read. You are a light worker. Light worker. You are a light worker. You are here to inspire and enlighten yourself and others to move from fear into love. May that be the reminder of who we are as we're trying to understand, what do I do? What am I here for? And then the oppression of the old system of go to school for this education, which is beautiful, but this pressure of choose one thing to be perfect at or to be skilled at, which there's a lot of value in, being fully good at one thing, right? Like the Leo King with astrology. It's beautiful, magnificent. The mind is so crazy. Or like Louise Hayes was with the power of the mind, it's beautiful to have an expertise, right? But to entrap ourselves, to not be the creator of the present moment and to live and fully embodied with love. It's a beautiful journey. I'm so excited. And this will be present always in all that you do. This will be present always in all that you... let me start over. You are a light worker. You are here to inspire and enlighten yourself and others to move away from fear into love. This will be present always in all that you do. You don't have to figure out how you are going to do it, for you have always been doing it. Because we are love. We're born into this as what we are. As you allow light to illuminate your inner world, the inner garden, embrace and love all parts of you. You feel yourself shift from fear into love. Today, let us give great thanks to Mother Earth for the incredible privilege of being here. Yes, it is quite the privilege. Today, let us give great thanks to Mother Earth. Through co-creation, we anchor our streams of consciousness into her for the joy of creating, expanding and light working. This brings love and growth for all, you and I. I'm going to reread that again because I wasn't listening. I was distracted by the plane. Through co-creation, we anchor our streams of consciousness into her for the joy of creating, expanding, and light working. This brings love and growth for all, you and I. This brings love and growth for all, you and I. Mother Earth, the solar system, galaxies, the universe, and beyond. You are spinning into the web of life. So beautiful. Alright, that was nice. And we've got the goddess. Super excited. I am going to shuffle this one because I think we're in order. This is a regular tarot deck. The King of Cups is here, mastering our emotions. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you, ancient ancestors, light beings, angels, and guides, for the protection over this circle and this portal of transmission and all who are watching it. We've got Juno here. Not sure why I'm placing them backwards, but I am. Maybe because all of these, well, I didn't intend to because I was going to pull a regular reading, but I feel as though they're just going to fly out. This deck's pretty alive. That's what happened earlier. Juno is tradition and marriage. Represents marriage and family. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Sun. Thank you for this portal of light transmission. Thank you for the light within me. I don't believe I was supposed to take all of those. They'll come back, trust me, if I should. And I'm going to go ahead and stop there. And let's see what we got. Okay. I did this. Let's see. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab that top one. It's so fun. And that top one is the Queen of Pentacles. I did turn it. It was reversed, I will say. But you know, I did turn it. Well, no, I picked it up. It was reversed. My deck is sideways, so we're going to leave that as reverse. And that is knowing our value and self-worth. Okay. I'm not going to do reversals, actually. That's what feels right. And I haven't really shuffled this deck. And so if I get one reversed, they're all going to be reversed type deal. You know what I mean? And so, but let's be sure that since I did pull it out that way, or like, you know, let's be sure that we are embodying the inner self-value and worth. That way it will reflect on the outward. Okay. So we've got the King of Cups, mastering the emotions. Between that, we have Juno, the tradition of marriage and family. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is embodying the, it's a Taurus energy of embodying life and light, the ability to feel good and to enjoy the moment and the present and all of the earthly experience. All right, we've got the King of Staves. Is what, oh, did I show you guys Juno? Sorry about that. Juno. And I will be referring to the book. We also have Queen of Pentacles. And we have the King of Staves. And so this is my first reading with this deck, other than the cards that came out for myself. Those are all swords. It was pretty neat. It was pretty synchronized. So the staves, I'm not sure what they are, if they're the wands. I think so, because of the fiery element. Oh, right, because if it's not the staff, it would be the sword. Okay, so the King of Staves is the King of Wands, so very fiery element. 2 kings present, a queen, and Juno. This is powerful. We've got this 6 of staves, which would be the 6 of wands, which represents success and victory. The King of Wands is coming in just fully empowered with what inspires him, with bringing so much light. And in that light is so much warmth and so much love. It's overwhelming, guys. It's overwhelming. Sometimes I find myself in this new understanding of embodying the new world and the light that's within me. And I find myself in tears at some moments for the joy of it, and then the next moment in the sadness that it's been suppressed and kept. And that's the mission of the enemy, you know, though I wish there not be an enemy. And that's a weird word to use, you know, but we do live in this duplicity of cold and warmth, you know, light and dark, and there's been this magnetic thing of pulling away from the light. And then we have the 7 of Wands, which the 7 of Wands feels as though they've been, something's been taken from them, and they're going back for more. They feel as if something's been stolen. Oh, wait, no, that's the 7 of Swords. I'm sorry, guys. 7 of Wands. We'll refer to the book. I have a very pictorial memory, and the first deck I learned on is what, you know, comes to mind all the time. I guess that's okay. I'm clearing my mind to study and remember more. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which is the burden is over. The burden we've been carrying, the mental burden, is over when you choose to lay down the burden of the mind. And oh my goodness, it's cold. And SoCal is so lovely and wonderful and all the things. If I can give you guys oh, I could have sat there and put my camera there for you guys to see the reading, but that's okay. I'm gonna give you a better view besides that lamp. This will be a perfect spot for me to do tarot readings, I think. What I was saying is, SoCal, as soon as that sun starts to set, and you can see it's over here, and it's starting to set, it's like, woo! Besides, I'm barely wearing any clothes. Loose clothes feel so good. Oh, I bought some wonderful aromatherapy, frankincense and myrrh, which are really strong, but not, I thought they were, but not in this detergent that I bought. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with smell, period. But aromatherapy laundry detergent at Mother's. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I'm gonna take a moment because my shoulders. Start to become a bit tight from what I've put my body through for 38 years. I mean 28. I'm just kidding. I ain't lying. Alright. Graced with the stars. Let's continue in serenity. Okay. So 7 of Wands, 7 of Staves. I know the 6 is victory and success, and the 8 is the wounded warrior. I just can't picture the 7. We're going to refer to the book anyways. So let's do it. It's a beautiful reading. If you would like to screenshot it, I'm going to go ahead and show you now. I did put them in the order backwards for some reason. But all is divine, and I'm greatly led by my intuition. As in human design, it is. I mean, as that's just always how I've gotten to where I need to go. And people are like, what do you mean? You just did that? How did you know? How could you just take off to California with like less than $200 in your van with a dog? It's like, well, besides a wonderful, wonderful Leo King and astrology and my awareness of astrology and knowing it was a good time to take the risk, it's kind of pretty. Intuition. It's always gotten me, where I know. And so, yeah. Okay. Did we do an animal card yet? We haven't, have we? Oh, yes, we did. Oh, yeah, we had the bear. I've already forgotten. They're just so wonderful. Oh, I can read more about the bear, too, I think. Yay. We'll close with that. Or maybe I'll pull another one, too. No, we'll embody the bear today. There goes my controlling South Node in Capricorn, like 29 degrees. And 0 Aquarius. I love seeing children. I wish to not see them with masks of all kinds. All right, so I'm going to refer to this tiny book, I guess, just real quick and give an intuitive reading on it, and then I'm going to refer to the good book. The good book, oh my god, that makes me think of the Bible, which if I have time, I'm going to share on that. An experience I had this morning, but I'm going to have to probably just do the pure reading. I have all kind of time, but I have to go somewhere before that sun sets. Okay, and what is it? The 6 of Staves. Okay, I know the 6, 7, 8. Okay, 7. The hot sun, here, I'll give you the picture. The hot sun scorches the woman using a stave to fight 6 others. She is unable to get out of the heat despite her position of advantage. She is forced to defend herself. Though you may have the upper hand in this situation, there is still struggle. Success is possible, but only after dealing with difficult people who may not be supportive. Reversed. And I want to elaborate on that. I want us to understand that we need not think that we have to have these difficult people. We don't want to manifest that in our reality. But what it's saying is just being able to have enough love and light and comprehension and understanding to get through difficulties, to get through and work through difficult people or conversations rather, versus getting out of our element and thinking that it wasn't meant to be or whatever. We have to work through restriction, especially right now with Capricorn. This golden hour, especially with Capricorn and the Maleficence there. There's a lot of restriction and boundaries. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about reversed. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So that's cool. And, yeah. Let me see if there's anything I might want to add. And they're doing some work where I'm at and doing some cleaning, so. The 6 of Staves, which I said success and victory, crowned with the laurels of victory, the woman ridges a pure white horse. The 6 of Staves surrounding her are raised in tribute to her success and courage. The meaning, victory, acknowledgement, and honor. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't wait like to go sun gaze at this hour. It's so beautiful. And then we've got the King of Staves. And so that is our first card. And depending on, this is how I see it. We have victory. And it's all reflection too, if I flip it. It's so funny to me. I used to always, as a kid, read magazines from the back. I wouldn't do it for books, not wanting to know the end of the story, but it would just feel more comfortable to flip them that way. Interesting, not sure why. Interesting, not so interesting, but weird. King of Staves. I'll give you a visual. Dynamic. Oh, I don't know if you can see because over the sun as well. It's a beautiful visual, the gold on there, right? Oh, maybe if I put it in the golden light. There's a visual. Anyway, I don't know. King of Staves. Regal, expansive, and energizing. The King of Staves is the epitome of the sun's power. He has the ability to inspire others to grow because of his enthusiasm. Reminds me of the Leo King. He's been such a light in my life and on my path with his knowledge of astrology and the amount of love and light he spreads. The spiritual dance music is tonight. Yay! We have the meaning for that: dynamic, stable, enthusiasm, mastery over business ventures, the ability to bring ideas to fruition, wanting to harness these forces, but unable to do so. Someone who seems supportive, but when push comes to shove, has already lost interest. Okay. And then for the Queen of Pentacles, we know it's our value, but I'll go ahead and look at that one in case I've left something out. And the Queen of Pentacles, which here's the art, is the personification of life itself. The archetype, Earth Mother. This expansive, joyful, older woman has the talent to create heaven upon earth. Sorry guys, there's a little interference. This expansive, joyful older woman has the talent to create heaven upon earth. Oh my gosh. And with Uranus in Taurus, that is literally what it is. It's awareness being brought to the physical life. This is the center of the reading, no matter which way we flip it. And I have her surrounded by rose quartz. Now then we have Juno. So we have victory and success as we fully embody the light. And we have the ability, this might make me cry guys because of where I'm at on my path. We have the ability to create for ourselves heaven on earth. And then with Juno, I don't know where Juno would be in this deck because it's a tarot deck, but it's got something different. Oh, it's the 5 card. And so I don't know the numbers. I know Jack's Atlantis with High Vibe. I was a part of the Lightworker School, and I know he has a lot of knowledge on so much more than basic, knowing the card meanings. He puts them in number orders and all kind of stuff. And I'm sure regular, normal readers remember the numbers. I just don't use my memory that way. I don't feel the need, honestly, but I will, with what I love. So tradition, Juno was honored as the priestess of marriage and other traditional rites of passages in women's lives. The Roman goddess was believed to, this Roman goddess was believed to, this Roman goddess was believed to watch and protect all women from their first breath, oh my gosh, to their last breath. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Juno is the only asteroid right now on the eastern side of the chart, depending on your chart, but you know, like mine, it's on the western side, but of where it is for you, but the eastern part of the sky, Juno, is in Libra, and everything else is on the west side, or the west side. Mine's opposite as Libra Sun, but I get confused. But anyway, we have no action on one side of the chart. The only action over there is Libra's Juno and Libra. And it's beautiful. We know that we're going through all these relationships, value, money changes, but definitely relationships, beauty, what's beautiful to us, what is love to us, what is peace, how do we find peace. Traditions are changing, and it's so cool with all of that's going on where Juno sits. Following established, I think I'll pause a moment for that cloud. So the meaning for Juno, I'll speak up. Following established social structures and traditions in love relationships, the desire for marriage or declaration of intentions for the sake of security. Oh, I've been really confused with what I wish to manifest in my life as far as it comes with relationships, because I don't feel it's right. Sorry about that. I don't feel it's right to, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying what I have felt that I've held myself back on, to like picture people we want to be with in like a manifestation meditation or intention. And I would like to know how you guys feel about that, because I mean, I guess what I'm learning now is like, well, if it's meant to be is how it goes with energy, you know. If they're meant to align in our path, it's not going to matter what intention we put out there. But at the same time, there is a drawing in that happens when we do that. So I don't know, I'd like to know your all's thoughts. I do like that they touch on this for Juno, which it said, following established social structures, this is the meaning part, and traditions in love relationships, the desire for marriage or declaration of intentions for the sake of security, or declarations of intentions for the sake of security. That's interesting. Because let's pause on that. So we can really only be secure in ourselves, right? The true home is our vessel. The true happiness is what we give ourselves. And what we provide for ourselves in security. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the vibe of like what we used to have in traditions, where I mean, we still, for new people still do this, like where we marry for money or marry for physical security. That is such an ugly vibe to me. I don't mean to sound rude. But it's so much more beautiful when it just aligns on its own because of love, or because the energy's common or more meant to be. And let's go ahead and move on to the King of Cups. I'm really liking this reading. Now the King of Cups is going to be our last card. But it was also the first one. And so I really feel it's all a reflection, and that is the message coming out as well. Okay, sorry, I'm speaking and not really. Let's see where do we have the cups up in here? Put my neck up and shoulders back. This light energy really wants to move through my spine, and I've got a lot of healing that I need to work on this left side, from receiving and mothering and waiting tables and not stretching and not living in the light. Forgetting to breathe, extending my freaking back in weird ways. Thinking about my inner child as well. Okay, Prince of Cups, and then we should have King of Cups. I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink. So this I know is mastery of the emotions, right? I'm so grateful that I bought these cards. It's such a divine time in my own evolution and in the world and in y'all's as well. So King of Cups, the King of Cups, and know that no matter what day this video was made, that it reaches you in the time that it's supposed to, which is so beautiful, because that's the way the energy works, right? King of Cups, the King of Cups, a quiet, oh my gosh, sorry guys. The King of Cups, a quiet, serene, older man. Let me give you the picture, the visual. Sits upon his throne, surrounded by water, masterful and artistic. He is able to express himself in both relationships and work. So when it says older, I like to think of the soul and the experience, and age is so irrelevant as far as the numbers go. Ability to live one's ideals, combining artistic integrity. That integrity is where it's at. With the needs of the marketplace. Someone who symbolizes these forces. Beautiful. That also makes me think of the lovely, wonderful astrologer. Truly embodies, especially with spiritual dance music, really embodies the balance, masculine and feminine, and the ability to create the world he wants. Do you know that he was once on a couch hopping, and that I'm speaking of the Leo King, David Palmer, and that he was a car salesman. Thank God. I personally thank God so much because of the evolution of my path from this one individual. Thank God he didn't continue to sell cars. It's like almost like a fucking joke, but that's how real this shit is. It's almost a joke because, he does because it's funny. I mean, he is so empowered and so embodied in his full fucking magicianhood that it's weird to even think of him like that. But that's how crazy out of balance this world can get us. So, that was the read on it. So the intuitive thing. Hi.
see you again.
Good to see you. Is Raphael?
Yeah.
That's right. Hi, Raphael. I'm doing a video. Do you want to say hi? It's Raphael. He's very nice.
Okay.
So,
What are you doing? What's...
it's a tarot reading. Thank you for asking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just got this new
Do you
deck.
do that for a living, or?
It's part of my, it's
you-
part of what I do.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the one, the Goddess Tarot that I'm
Oh, okay.
using. Yeah.
She looks like you.
Thank you. That's definitely a
Oh, no.
compliment.
Is it? Is it?
Oh my gosh.
Let me take a look.
Did you not mean it as a compliment?
It was more like a description, but yeah, she's beautiful. Now that I take a look, yeah.
Hey, I will embody any of the
Yeah.
goddesses and take it.
You can be here for a few more minutes.
Okay,
But then when it
perfect.
gets dark, I don't
Oh
want
yeah, no, I
anybody
was just
around.
I was just gonna finish up and then
Okay.
I was gonna go ahead. The sun's setting, so
Okay.
I appreciate
Have a good
you, Raphael. Thank you. You're always so pleasant. Do we want to add another card? Let me just wrap it up. This is a new place that I'm at that I can't wait to fully work at. And the bike trail is open where I did the first video. And I moved on, and the restaurant's open, but not all parts are open. So I guess I picked a spot that's not. And he's told me, not here, but in other areas. So that's why I said, you can stay. I don't know if the bike trail's open at night. Okay, so what we got here are, and the way I set them up is interesting. Okay, so the twofold on it, right? The reflection. So we have someone who has mastered their emotions, and Juno is here changing with our powered light how we view relationships, how the natural marriages come together. The Queen of Pentacles says if we do not embody our divine, authentic light and get to our own energy, we will not get to those sacred love and marriages, and the marriages of yourself too, and the mastery of your own body. Did I tell you guys? I think I did. That I married my higher and low and my child self, which is definitely not the lower. And so as we master the emotions, we are able to truly be artistic and intuitive and use it as the alchemist. And embodying what new traditions we're creating with this new world and what we choose to keep. And it's an individual process. This new world is free, and freedom has to be the number one thing. Queen of Pentacles is embodying the Mothering Earth energy of Taurus. Life on Earth. Knowing that we can have life on Earth as we stay connected to our value. What is our true value? For me, it's light, it's integrity, it's love, peace. We're embodying the sun fully. That's where we get life and light. And if we read it that way, we end with victory and success. And of course, the mirror on it is we start with victory and success. We allow the light in of the sun, which teaches us our value, which brings us to beautiful divine marriages, traditions. I might need to look back on that again. What was Juno? Sorry, guys. It's so gorgeously beautiful. Oh, right. Oh, gosh. Juno is honored as the what? A patroness of marriage and other traditional rites of passages in women's lives. This Roman goddess was believed to watch and protect all women from their first breath to their last. Oh my God, it's so sacred. So we need to know that as we embody the victory and success, as we allow the sun in, the light, sun gaze, and we learn our true value to mother and nurture ourselves and others, and we remember that we have these ancient ancestors in our bloodline, in our past lives, in our realities that have been protecting us. And Juno's in relationships right now, and she has protected us, not just women. She's protected us because we've been women and men in all different lifetimes, but the divine feminine within you. And she's been protecting us from our first breath, and she will into our last, leading us to those sacred relationships, leading us, which comes first, is leading us back to ourselves, so we don't get caught up in the wrong energies. And then we're able to be the alchemist of the mastery of our emotions, of filling the intuition, of knowing how to be artistic and use our art to bring forth. Let me read that one phrase from here. I like what it said. Someone who symbolizes these forces, combining the artistic integrity with the needs of the marketplace. You know, I've been a bit of an asshole, like, well, I don't care how they want it. This is how I want to do it. I. Because we get to be our own creators, but to fully embody, to embrace our world, and to embrace our art, and to know how they can thrive with it. It's love. Uh-oh, I'm losing battery. And, the Seven of Staves is the we have to defend ourselves no matter the position that we're at, no matter how high we get on light, how much light we allow in. We have to remain in our truth and defend that light like Vesta did. Protect that sacred fire, which is your child heart. And this ends the burden, because when you're in that space of protecting what is sacred, which is the light and goodness, then all goes as it should. Oh, I should. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and stop here. I was gonna get a picture, but I don't feel the need. I'm stepping away from social media a lot more, as I was told to, over the eclipse, and I've been enjoying it and haven't really, and I can't remember what I did. I didn't delete my accounts, but I don't know how to get back on the two. Black Edge Art is one Instagram that I kept on. And I'll have a website up soon. All of that. I am doing readings. You can email me at Vesta's Flame. Actually, I'll put it in the description below, because I think I might make a mistake on it. I changed it a couple times. Anyway, I love you guys, and I wish you the best. Oh, let me go ahead and try to end with the description. Sorry that we didn't get into the book, but I'm excited about it. As it's like an hour and my battery's dying, and I don't want Mr. wonderful, beautiful Raphael to, get in any trouble or feel I'm disrespecting him. He is so pleasant when I'm here. So the black bear, guardian, courage, confidence, ferocity, strength, introspection, intuition, discerning, dreamer, solitude, hibernation, motherhood. The black bear is the consummate mother. She cares for her offspring with devotion. Woe to the ones who gets between a mother bear and her cubs, her honey or her ideas. Huge power can roar and bear, and demands our respect. Their calm, gentle demeanor with their young is juxtaposed by explosive, primal, warm warrior ferocity. This is the dual nature of black bear. Bears hibernate in the winter when they reappear in the spring, and when they reappear in the spring, they are renewed with energy and wisdom. They are revered for being shamanic messengers from spirit and dream time. If you are a black bear person, you have a formidable dynamic totem that will give you the map to survival and thriving. Bear brings you fearless power, hidden strength, and access to your dreams, and intuition. The dualism of yin and yang, within and without, calm and ferocious, is the balance and confidence black bear can bring. Contrary. I love that I'm a black bear now. I did not know that. Are you quick to anger? The contrary is just some questions that we can ask ourselves. Are you quick to anger and lose your temper too often? Has your ruthless side unbalanced your peace? You need time in nature. Oh yeah. Have you lost your connection to your intuition? Return to harmony with meditation and rest. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to these new cards and new videos, and me just embodying my new life and on the path of my North Node with all this light in me. I love you so much.